What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Lesser Athletes. My name is Chadwell, and today, like always, another interesting video for you here on the channel. I asked AI to predict the next 20 heavyweight holders. So, I've done a lot of AI videos on this channel. Today, we have another one with asking AI from who's holding the heavyweight championship right now all the way to the next 20 holders. I'm excited for this one. I think there's a lot of possibilities that could go about. They don't say a time range on how long of a holder this is and how quick of holders they are, but I would guess this is probably from anywhere from a 7 to 10 year span. So I'm very excited to really talk about this, maybe 7 to like 12 year span. I'm really excited to talk about this, and I do believe that some of them could happen, and the booking that they have for who would, take away the next championship, the next championship, the next championship. Kind of love. My hair is really crazy and straight right now. That is insane looking at myself. So yeah, let's get started with it. Talking about who will dethrone Gunther, and that is Braun Breaker. A rising NXT star transitions to the main roster and dethrones Gunther, making his arrival as a top tier talent. So he's already arrived to NXT, or to the main roster, won the IC title. I expect to lose the IC title at WrestleMania, because when he loses this at WrestleMania, I'm expecting Braun Breaker to go after the main roster title. Now, I always thought, him winning maybe a King of the Ring, but they don't really have a King of the Ring scheduled right now. Him winning King of the Ring would probably be the best sort of way to shoot himself up to SummerSlam and go against somebody who has the championship. But, I have to say personally, I think losing the IC and then doing that is literally rinse and repeat what Gunther did last year. They're not going to do it like that. So I am thinking more in my mind that Breaker will probably go against Gunther for this title, or sorry, not Gunther, go for this title, because I think Jason will win, which is funny. They don't predict that here. I think we'll ultimately go for this title and win it probably, I would have to say, maybe by Royal Rumble season, win the Royal Rumble. That's probably my bet right now, winning the Royal Rumble and then going after it in 2026. Up next, we have Roman Reigns. Now, Roman Reigns is somebody that I think if he would get a championship opportunity again, it should be this title, only because you have to add some legacy to this title and really connect this as, a insane main roster title. And Roman Reigns, with the, second longest title reign ever, to me, he's the GOAT right now of our generation. I would have to say that he should go for it. And I think a fight in a match against Breaker and Roman Reigns is warranted for a WrestleMania and will happen at some point. That is probably the next future fight between the two. You could see maybe Roman Reigns starts a babyface, Braun Breaker becoming more heel, and, maybe we have Paul Heyman going with Braun Breaker. They always had that tease back in the day. I really do believe that this is a warranted match that's going to happen, and I really like the booking here. I think Reigns obviously going against Braun Breaker, if he would have a title, makes sense, and I think, God, what am I trying to say? Breaker winning against, or Roman winning against Breaker could set up another feud between the two. Now, whoever beats Roman Reigns probably adds to their legacy, or at least would have a crazy match. And I gotta love this. Jon Moxley coming back to WWE to go against Roman Reigns and win the title off Roman Reigns. My God, do I love this. Do I think Moxley coming back to WWE is probably not going to happen, but would be an amazing thing to happen for WWE. Moxley returns. He goes against Roman Reigns and beats Roman Reigns. And then I think that this is a possibility that if he would come back, he would win a title. But I love what's next. Seth Rollins returns and defeats Moxley, with Seth Rollins honestly ending the Shield kind of thing, where it'll go Roman, Moxley, Seth, with him, of course, going on top, which is always amazing when you think of how Seth Rollins, steel chair, Seth Rollins betraying him. It's so crazy to say, but it really is a little cherry on top with Seth Rollins finishing out their kind of maybe three-way feud with him finishing with the title. Yeah, gotta love it for Rollins, and I think it makes a lot of sense for Rollins to be the last one to hold it. Who dethrones Rollins though? Joe Hendry. I do believe if Joe Hendry comes to WWE, he's going to probably go. I was gonna say NXT first, but now I feel confident with him maybe going to the main roster. I would say maybe in the mid-card area where he's winning mid-card titles at first because it's more popularity and not pure skill at times, even though I think Joe Hendry does have skill. And then I have to say that I think Joe Hendry would win a main roster title later on in the future because it's Joe Hendry at the time. Maybe he's not as popular as he was back then, but it is still Joe Hendry. Him coming to WWE would be insane. I just have to believe, truthfully, I have to believe WWE would go Joe Hendry for the title, or at least be in the picture to go against it, and it would really boost up Joe Hendry. Up next, we have CM Punk. I think CM Punk will win a championship before this. I think it would probably be the WWE Championship, even though I thought it would always be the World Heavyweight Championship. But going against Joe Hendry, beating Joe Hendry for the title, I get it. But at the same time, I really believe he would win a title before all these different title reigns, like Joe Hendry coming to WWE or Jon Moxley even coming to WWE. It's going to be some time, in my opinion. At number 8, Obafemi. Now, if there was somebody that I would have to say dethroning CM Punk would elevate them, it would either be Braun Breaker or Obafemi. I gotta love Obafemi being the one to do it. Obafemi, the current NXT champion, moves to the main roster, wins the title. Gotta love it. I'd want Obafemi, when he comes to the main roster, to hold the U.S. title for a long, and I mean long time. Will it happen? I don't know. I think it's more likely they're going to go the Jacob Fatu route now with the U.S. title, where Jacob Fatu will hold on for a long time. But I still have to say, Obafemi, I want to go to the main roster and get some monumental wins, like against champions, against former people, former veterans, like maybe like Randy Orton is somebody that I would want Obafemi to beat when he comes up to the main roster. You got to make him look crazy, and maybe this is the guy that wins a main roster title before he even goes to a mid-card title. Up next, we have Randy Orton. Speaking of Randy Orton, I didn't even realize they go against each other. Randy Orton dethrones Obafemi. I think Randy Orton does deserve another title reign. Just win. I feel like he's so caught up in a lot of things. It's just win. Now, with the Kevin Owens injury, it kind of hurts to say Randy Orton is kind of positionless and has not a matchless for WrestleMania. I'm a guess they're going to go with a new angle with an open challenge. But I still want to say Randy Orton, in my opinion, needs to go for 15 and hopefully can go for more in the future. But yeah, I really do believe Randy Orton. Wouldn't be mad if he doesn't get a title reign, but I think he does deserve it. At number 10, we have Chris Jericho making a jump to WWE return. He did mention something about a potential WWE return recently, but I have to say, I feel like Chris Jericho coming to WWE is kind of hard to see now, truthfully, because the age is playing a factor. I would have thought he's already retired. I think he would not be in the heavyweight conversation. I really do believe it would be more of mid-card, if anything, or even a Rey Mysterio type-esque thing going on. That's what I'm feeling, and that's what I really do believe, but still, Chris Jericho is a legend. Up next, we have Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre should be the one to get a title reign, second or third. Could even dethrone Jey Uso. I would not be mad at that. McIntyre deserves it. McIntyre deserves to reclaim his throne and actually have a proper title reign. It's literally just win. At number 12, we have Samoa Joe. I am sad that Samoa Joe is not in WWE. I really am. I love Samoa Joe in AEW. I recently have been, I'm not going to act like I'm an AEW head, but I could probably tell you a lot of the main eventers, probably talk about, routes to All In a little bit, but I'm not a big AEW guy. But I still have to say, Samoa Joe is an excellent talent that I am sad that WWE let go. And, technically didn't let go, but I mean, sad he went over to AEW. I still even remember Samoa Joe, was it on commentary for the Royal Rumble was that 2020 or 2021? I want to say 2020. No, 2020, 2021. Because that was the year with Edge winning, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, sucks to me that Samoa Joe's gone, but Samoa Joe returns in this way in a multi-man match. I'm not even reading these. And wins the title in a multi-man match, leveraging his veteran status. If he would come to WWE, he would jump up to the world title picture for sure. Up next is 13, Finn Balor. Finn Balor, I think, does deserve a title run, but I think his time is running out for a World Heavyweight Championship. I think by the end of this year, if he doesn't touch a singles title, I think it's done. I really do believe I think it's done, but Finn Balor is an excellent talent and an excellent leader. I just think that he's starting to run out of storylines to go to. At number 14, we have Nick Namath, a.k.a. Dolph Ziggler, the best seller in the game. I always think that there's people that sell too good, and that's why they lose, and that's why they don't get the championship. I would have to say guys like Carmelo Hayes, Chad Gable, Ilya Dragunov are going to be guys that could potentially be like that. I just have to say that Nick Namath, when he does become a free agent, I would really hope he comes to WWE. Now, with the whole TNA and WWE crossover, you could really see him go into NXT and really try and go for that title again. I don't know, but I do believe that he's probably more than likely going to be done with WWE. We'll see if he goes to a world title picture. Up next at number 15, Kevin Owens. This is very sorrow to talk about because of the potential neck surgery that could, in a report, happen 2 years off his career. My God. I hope that's so false. I hope, if anything, it's just a couple of months. I know it's probably not going to be, but it's probably going to be a long time. But yeah, I really just hope Kevin Owens is going to be okay. I hope Kevin Owens is going to be back. And when he comes back, I'm predicting if he comes back and he's healthy, he's going to have a potential world title run. I really need it. I really hope so, because I was really, really happy for Kevin Owens and really excited for his future. Up next at 16, Carmelo Hayes. I think a title run will happen before this. Main roster title. Could see it at any time next year. I wouldn't say maybe a main event title, but I think you could see a mid-card title happening for Carmelo Hayes next year. But I do believe in the future, this is a main roster or a main event guy. Like, he has all the skills to be it. At number 17, we have John Cena. This is definitely not happening because John Cena is literally going to win the WWE title at WrestleMania. I don't think that any doubt behind my mind that he's winning at WrestleMania. So if that's the case, sorry, I don't think he's going to win this title. Now, I always thought he would win this title, if anything, to really propel this title up, but it makes sense he would want the WWE title to make his 17th mean more. But yeah, I gotta be honest with you, this isn't happening. 18, Cody Rhodes. I do believe John Cena will probably get dethroned by Cody Rhodes, if I had to guess, because I think they would really want that title on Cody Rhodes again. If Cody Rhodes wins this title, I would not be mad about that as well. This is a workhorse title. You can really show it. I just don't believe that John Cena would take this long. And if he would come back, it'd be 18. That would be a real heelish move, but it's not going to happen. And then Cody Rhodes, yeah, I do believe will dethrone him and just won't be 17 and 18th in this title run. Now, this is a crazy one. ZSJ getting involved in this. New Japan wrestler. I'm not entirely the most educated on him. I know some facts about him. I think he's, well, how old is he now? 36, 37? I did not list New Japan on one of my listed promotions because I didn't want to get somebody that's, random, you could say. But I like this prediction. I always thought he would be a main roster guy or WWE or even AEW guy. Haven't seen it yet. And yeah, I'm not sad that they kind of involved him at all. And then last but certainly not least, we're going to finish off with Damian Priest, who won it, had it lost at SummerSlam to Gunther. And we finish it out with him getting it back. I don't know. I'm a little stressed about Damian Priest's main title runs, but I could definitely see him in the future getting some shots at it. But right now, we'll see. Again, this is the 20th holder, so maybe it happens. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.